going to do a reading for what you need to know for the rest of the month. And it's funny because sitting in this energy, I feel a lot of anxiety in my stomach. I feel a lot of anxiety. I feel a lot of this energy of, I don't want it to be that way. I don't want it to be like that. I want to experience it like that. It doesn't have to be this way. I mean, nothing has to be anything. But why are you putting so much pressure on it to change? Just because you put pressure on something to change doesn't mean that's how it changes. No, not at all. Hey everyone, I'm Molly. Been a practicing psychic since 4th grade. I actually want you to heal. So let's do this. Confronting the feelings coming up right now. We're in Cancer season. We're about to have a new moon in Cancer. Cancer is all about feelings. We just had that full moon in Capricorn that pushed us back to thinking about the relationships around us. So we're going to continue down that path of figuring out, why do you feel that way? What is it that's coming up for you right now? It's not just about the thing you're experiencing right now. What was your relationship with the adults when you were a kid? What was the relationship with your siblings as a kid, your neighbors, your teachers, whoever was around you? That's part of what you're processing through right now. That's why it's heavy. And once you process through that, you feel good because you're not in this energy of fear and shame, which is very low vibration. You own it. Yeah, I went through that thing. Yeah, it sucked. But I'm not going to do that thing again. I'm not going to experience that thing again. And now I'm going to take all of the energy I feel from that thing and invest it into myself, invest it in what I'm working towards. So really, truly moving away from all of this, moving away from feeling overwhelmed by your emotions, because you're moving through your emotions. You're moving into your emotions. Just because you thought it was going to end up one way and it didn't end up that way doesn't mean that you didn't end up exactly where you were supposed to. It doesn't mean that things aren't bad. But sometimes we put a lot of pressure on what we think security is, on what we think safety is. And then we have to realize that we only thought safety and security were that thing because we were taught that way. But that doesn't mean there's not other ways to get there. That doesn't mean that there's not other ways to connect, other ways to grow, other ways to expand. And that's where you're at right now. Sometimes it's about taking a couple steps back, figuring out why you wanted that thing in the first place, and then giving yourself permission to change your mind. Because maybe changing your mind means you change it towards the thing that's going to be better for you. Just saying. I love you, friends. Keep going.